Hello and welcome to YTV. I'm Nicole Daly, and right now we're sitting down with David Shimer, the beat reporter for Woodbridge Hall. David has spent the past few months investigating the naming of Franklin College and has found that the university committed to the name roughly 3 years before President Peter Salovey announced the name. David, what did you find happened 3 years ago?
Yeah, so basically, under former University President Richard Levin, who was succeeded by President Salovey in July 2013, this gift by Charles Johnson for $250 million was negotiated. And during those negotiations, Johnson made it clear that he wanted a college to be named after Benjamin Franklin. So the gift is announced in September 2013, and somewhere either in the spring or fall of 2013, we've confirmed that the corporation discussed Johnson's request to name a college after Benjamin Franklin and decided to honor it, and communicated to him, we will name a college after Benjamin Franklin, that is our intention, and we will abide by your request.
So what was the reporting process like investigating the story for you?
After the naming announcements were made in April, questions immediately emerged around the name of Franklin College. So I reached out to my sources to try to figure out when the name was settled on and what the decision-making process actually looked like. And what I found from a variety of sources was that a commitment was made to name a college after Franklin at least 18 months ago. Some went to as close as 3 years, which ended up being the actual truth. And then, with the information I was collecting, both from people within Woodbridge Hall and without, I went to Senior Fellow of the Yale Corporation, Donna Dubinsky, and President Salovey, with the information I had to give them the opportunity to put their voices into the story I was working on. And they chose then at that point, actually in a three-way meeting, to discuss the fact that a commitment was made to name a college after Benjamin Franklin 3 years ago, that they communicated that intention to Charles Johnson around the time of his donation, and that their greatest regret is that they didn't just expedite the naming process for the second college and announce both names much earlier.
So the Yale Corporation deliberations are technically confidential for 50 years. Do you think this suggests a shift in transparency at all?
So that's the big question. This was an issue in April, questions surrounding how transparent the corporation is and should be, and it's been really an issue for years, if not decades. And faculty as well as students have called for more transparency and accessibility, and what I'm sensing is that that is actually a priority of the current corporation, including its senior fellow Donna Dubinsky. And as a result of this story, people like Emily Greenwood, the chair of the FAS Senate, have said they need to redouble their efforts to call for more transparency in decision-making that impacts the teaching and resources of the university. So what I think we're seeing is sort of a two-sided approach to transparency, faculty and students calling for more of it, and a willingness on the part of the administration and the corporation to move in that direction. So I don't know if that will result in a more transparent process, but I definitely think the momentum's there.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us, David, and thank you for watching. And be sure to follow the news for all the updates to the story.